Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I bid to my fellow Muslims and also a very good day I bid to the non-Muslims. Today, I will be presenting my final year project that I have been working on for the past few months, which is the iFleet Management System, the external module. So these are the contents of my presentation. I will be talking about an introduction to my project, the literature review behind it, the methodology that I will be implementing, the system design of the project, and I will wrap it up with a conclusion. So first and foremost, an introduction to the project itself. So what are the problems that I am trying to solve? So in a fleet management system, there is a lack of service history to keep track of previous problems encountered by the vehicles in that fleet itself. And then there's also separate inventory management, which makes it harder to keep tabs on the items in the inventory. It is because there is a separate software for inventory management, which would make it a bit tedious for the people in HR to keep track of the stock in the inventory, whether is it full or does it need more items in it. So we are a bit hard to keep tabs on it. And then there's also no task management. Why is this a problem? It is because when we outsource the maintenance and repair to third parties, there would be a some sort of worry that the third party would not complete it on its deadline, will not deliver on its deadline. And to mitigate this problem, because the problem is quite opaque, and to make it more transparent, uh, the third party can update their progress in the task management. So these are the problems that the fleet management system has to face, and these are the problems that we are trying to tackle. So the aim of the project is to develop a mobile application that can provide a platform where the company can keep track of their inventory, can keep track of their workload and whatsoever. So the project objectives are to elicit requirements for the system from the stakeholders, to design and develop a mobile application for the external users of iFleet management system based on the stakeholder requirements, and also to ensure that testing and fix any issues that arises before the release of the mobile application. So in the project scope, we would be covering four modules, which are the user module, which is in regards to the user itself, such as login and CRUD operations with profile. Next, we have inventory management module, which deals with the stock and items in the inventory. And then the service history module, which deals with the crude operations in the vehicle service history, and also the task inventory, also regarding crude operations in task inventory. Next, we have the literature review. So here we can see that we have made a comparison between the current systems that are in place, which are Autosys and Azuga. We have made a few comparisons between the features of the three systems, such as the inventory management, mobile application, maintenance log, purchase order, service history, and task progression. Next, we have the methodology. So, in order to execute and to implement this project, I have chosen to use the Agile waterfall method, which combines sprint and also waterfall methods. The waterfall methods is mainly used during eliciting requirements and also designing a project. Meanwhile, to implement the project in terms of coding, I will be using the agile method, which divides it into sprints. And then the system requirements for the hardware, the operating systems would need to be at least Microsoft Windows 10. The CPU will need at least 3 gigahertz of processing power, and the RAM should be 4 gigabytes minimum. But the recommended RAM would be 8 gigabytes. And then for the software requirements of the system, it will be by using Flutter. Next, the requirements and analysis design. So this is the use cases that are in our project. There is 21 in total, uh, which are divided into four different modules. You can see, start with the login, and then we have a sign up, we have view profile, edit profile, and delete profile. Moving on to the next module, we have view inventory, create purchase order, view purchase order, update purchase order, cancel purchase order, and then we have update inventory and delete item from inventory. In the service history module, we have view service history, update service history, and delete service history. And the last module, the task management module, we have create maintenance task, view maintenance task, modify maintenance task, delete maintenance task, update maintenance task progress, and also view maintenance task progress. And then for the system architecture, we will be using the model view controller. And the picture here is the class diagram, which shows the classes that will be used in the project. And we can see the classes itself are divided into their own components, either model, view, or controller. And then these are the prototypes for the project. We can see here is the login page, here is the inventory page, and here is the service history page. And we have come to a conclusion that this project was aimed to provide the stakeholder a fleet management system that will help them manage their fleet of vehicles with more efficiency. The modules that were included in this project were made from breaking down the requirements of the system from eliciting the features that were needed for the system. In the first chapter, we talked about the external module of the iFleet management system, the problem background, the project aim, project objectives, the scope, the significance of the project, and the overall report organization. In the second chapter, we did a literature review on the project, on the case study, analysis of the current systems, and we also compared that with our proposed system. In the third chapter, I explained the system development methodology for my project, and I justified the usage of Agile Waterfall Hybrid Method. In the fourth chapter, I have presented the requirement analysis by showing the use case diagram, sequence diagram, and activity diagram. And I also included the architecture of the system together with the database design. And for the last chapter, I would have wrapped up nicely everything. So I believe this is all from me. Thank you.